Greetings. Hi there. I am Quantum Majesty. I am a volunteer in the heavenly forces of the liberation of Earth. And I transmit messages from the fleet, from the royal fleet of the Royal Houses of Lyra. Messages to inspire you in the great awakening and ascension of Earth into high-frequency realms, high-frequency heavens. You're welcome, family. Welcome back. Welcome home. You are invited to participate in the creation of Golden Age together with us. This experience is multidimensional. There are us who are with our bodies, our avatars, planted on Earth, beaming frequency from higher dimensions. And there are also us who are already and always have been on the light ships all around Earth. We have come here crossing the time-space barrier and time traveling to meet you because we come from the future and we know where you're heading, because you're heading back to the future, family. Back home, where you belong. You probably noticed that since you were born, since you incarnated, since you started to play the game of life, you feel like a stranger here, and this world might feel kind of backwards, right? Yes, that should be a confirmation for you that you actually have come from the future, from eons into the future. You have come in, you incarnated back in time in order to shift the course of history on Earth, for Earth, right? To chart a completely different time, different dimension for Earth and for the creation of divine interstellar civilization on Earth. Yes, Earth is going to become the epicenter, the hub for interstellar travel, interstellar trade, interstellar co-creation. And you are probably noticing our light ships are already in your skies, and your scientists, your media is already picking this up, and many of you are fully awake to the consciousness, to the realization that you are boots on the ground, 5D crew, fifth dimensional crew that descended, like ascended masters that have descended voluntarily, like bodhisattvas, for the liberation of Earth. So what is happening now on Earth? Well, you probably know, your astrologers are actually talking about this grand shift of ages. Earth has left the age of Pisces, the age of deception, superstition, control, persecution, and Earth has entered the age of Aquarius, and many stars and planets are aligned within you, because your stars and planets are actually chakras. They're energy fields that are actually moving energy in your realm, the realm that you know as Earth. Yes? So all these stars and planets are aligned for the grand liberation of Earth and the great liberation of humanity, the awakening of human potential. In July, gold standard has been signed by the President of the United States, Donald Trump. This is a very important time because Saturn is retrograde. Since that time precisely, Saturn is retrograde, and it will be in retrograde until November 23. Saturn symbolizes government. And historically, in third dimension, in the 3D timeline, Saturn was always the enemy of the people. It was always the repression. Usually when Saturn and Pluto coincided, there were some, something was in the cahoots, right? Something was plotted against humanity. However, you are on the golden timeline. You are now in the age of Aquarius, and now Saturn is at the service of humanity. So everything that was trying to repress you in 3D now is going to serve you. It has no choice. Why? Because we won the quantum field. Basically, there was, whether you noticed or not, there was an informational, multidimensional war going on, and that war in the energy, that war, that battle for Earth in the realms has finished victoriously for the light. And now, absolutely, without a single doubt, Earth is on a trajectory of ascension and freedom and abundance, and therefore it's going to reflect politically, economically, as well as in your individual life. Yes? So it is no accident that gold standard was signed at the time when Saturn returned, and now we can see the activation of the new quantum financial system, which will be fully ready, fully operational by November 23, when Saturn is going to stop retrograding. Isn't that amazing? Astrologers know astrologers are able to read the code of the simulation of the realm, right? And they say that, millionaires do not follow astrology, but billionaires do. And when we pay attention to the shift of the ages that's happening, when we do this, we are able to understand, this is why this is the sky we have been awaiting. We have been manifesting this sky, and this is the abundance that is also our birthright. We are now receiving it. Basically, in other words, your energy had to expand. So the ocean of your energy had to move kind of away, a little bit like a tsunami, retreat in order to expand. And now the energy you sent out is now returning to you. And you probably feel the abundance of love. If you spend time in nature, no doubt, you will feel it everywhere around you, like a fabric of light surrounds you, which emanates from your own soul, from the source that you embody. That love, that light of love, that heavenly light of love is going to shift everything you see around you. In 2 years, the earth, the reality you see will be completely different, and you are invited to participate in the creation of this new civilization. Open up to receive. Receive the high frequency light that comes into your body and into your subconsciousness, clearing all the subconscious programs, all the drama from old reality, because the anti-consciousness of poverty is not going to work anymore. Yes, the more you realize that you are abundance, you are the abundance that powers this entire game of God. Yes, the game of life. The more you realize that you are the wealth, you are money. It is your birthright to receive what is yours and to express it, to give. The more you express abundance, the more generous you are, the more you share, the more you flow with this energy, the more flow, the more currency, the more of the current of abundance is gonna flow through you. You are actually, with your body, you are the pipeline of abundance. And it's that, please expand your bandwidth. Become a big pipeline of abundance, because the Spirit wants to push through you, flow through your being, through your hands, through through your eyes, through your mouth, through your heart, a lot of abundance. Embrace the wealth of Mother Earth. Please give up the idea that money is evil. Money is neutral. It is just like a knife. A knife can cut food and it can as well kill. It depends what hand holds it. And we trust, we know that you are there with the best heart and the best hands. You're the best of the best warriors to handle the wealth transfer, to receive it and distribute it for your brothers and sisters. And we know that every single gold, silver that you are going to receive in your hands is going to be distributed in agreement, in alignment with Mother Earth. You are the guardian of the new Earth. You are the dream of so many galactic races, so many. Your ancestors are not only your parents, grandparents. So many galactic races have contributed to your DNA. So many have dreamt about the creation of the guardian race, the guardians of the universe. Receive it, embody, and be aware that now is the shift. Now is the time I am receiving abundance. Not next year, not sometime later. There is no delay absolutely anymore. Now is the time. So we trust that you are there, family, and we are here in the light ships flying above you, and soon we are reunited. Soon we are going to appear in your hologram, because humanity is waking up in the realization, hey, we're not alone in the cosmos, and we have never been. And it's time for human race to return in abundance, in beautiful health, and receive what is truly your birthright. You know, it is insane that you would work for living. That question, what do you do for living? It's crazy, isn't it? Why would you do anything to be alive? Earth is your home. In your home, do you ask permission to open the fridge and eat something? No, because it is yours. The same way it is with Earth. Embrace power, because we know that your heart is beautiful, and with that authority, with that power, you are going to create magnificent things. Embrace and expand your imagination. The wealth and abundance you are about to receive is going to fulfill all your dreams. Stand on that assumption. Assume it and walk on it, and do not stray away. Yes, it's a narrow path, and yet it's very, very real. Yes? So walk on that path. I assume I am the abundance, I am the wealth, and therefore I am receiving now. Make wishes. Do you remember when you were a child? Yeshua, our brother, he said, unless you change and you become like these little children, you will not be able to enter the kingdom of God. Go and observe how little children function, how they operate, how they move their bodies. They know that this is their game. They are little gods, or they are big spirit with little bodies. They're like little gods, and they know, this is fun. They have no points of view that is not allowed, that is not possible, right? They do not use vocabulary. I have to, I must, I cannot, not allowed. In fact, try to tell the little children, no, you cannot. Don't do something, please, right? You can be sure they will, right? They know that they are the kings and queens of the realm that works for them, that serves them. Little children know all forces of the universe work for me. I have come here to play. And notice how quickly little children manifest. You remember when you thought of a little bicycle Little scooter, oh, that would be fun. And then you got a scooter. Maybe you don't remember. Do you remember how you would play and push things off and break shit and so on? You did not have any preconceived notions that something is not allowed or not possible. Assume everything is and stand on it, walk on it. Yes. Embody the infinite possibility that you are. You are a field. You are a field of infinite possibility. Do not shrink. Do not shrink to believing, oh, I am just human, little human, I have to do this, I have to do that. That's a lie. On the contrary, you are the embodiment of the divine. In the sacred books, it's written that God made human in the image of God. So when God was creating you, when the source was creating human being, do you think that the almighty, all amazing, almost beautiful, miraculous God would shrink and trim you and say, no, I'm not gonna make him almighty. I'm not gonna make him all-knowing. No, I'm gonna make him dumb, weak, sick, and broke, and not capable. Does it make sense? Not at all. You are the embodiment of the divine, literally a child of God, the child of the Most High, and the source, your heavenly Father, Mother, right? I'm using the biblical metaphors here to convey this to you. Has given you all its attributes. Embody, knowing you are almighty, knowing you are all-knowing. Assume it. Assume that truth about you, that divine truth. I am the almighty, the all-knowing, and watch how all the knowing of the universe, any information you wish to know, is going to flow through the neurons of your body. Any powers you wish to possess are going to be manifested through you, as long as you do not carve them out by your assumptions, as long as you assume you are not just a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in the drop. Yes? Magical powers, if you only knew how powerful you are. Miraculous time on earth. This is the time when American Constitution is going to stand as the document given to humanity from higher realms for the protection of the smallest minority that there is. The smallest minority is the individual, the Christ within you. And everything else does not matter. Your sexual orientation doesn't matter. Your gender doesn't really matter. Your skin color doesn't matter. Anything else, your nationality, doesn't really matter. What matters is the Christ within you, the light of God coursing through the neurons of your body. And American Constitution has been the gift for humanity for the protection of the Holy of Holies within you. What you're about to see on earth will be a revolution and a quantum leap in evolution for the affirmation will be the acknowledgement of the power of Christ within you. So stand up and remember who you truly are. Greetings.